All right, y'all. So this weekend is very interesting to me because we have the Super Bowl going on, and it's also a weekend, and Bitcoin is at a very interesting place in the charts, just based purely on technical analysis. And so I want to break down some possible scenarios and talk about what I am potentially looking for this weekend, because it is decision time, y'all. It absolutely is decision time. And what I mean by that is, if we go to a higher time frame, we can see Bitcoin is in this relief rally right now, right? We came down to our support and we bounced perfectly off the support, and we are now heading up to our key areas of resistance. And basically yesterday we got a very sharp rejection, but we do have some very bullish news coming into the weekend because of the Super Bowl. Now, if you follow this channel, you know I do not care at all about the news. I just trade what the chart is telling me based on pure technical analysis. But the reason why I think this is so different is because Bitcoin has been pumping for the past 3 weeks, and the Super Bowl bringing exposure to Bitcoin with these types of cryptocurrency ads for crypto.com and all this, you know what it's going to do, right? All those southern grandpas out there, you've been trying to get them into Bitcoin for years. You're like, Grandpa, you know, you need to invest in Bitcoin. You know, the dollar, it's going to pot, Grandpa. You're going to have to invest in Bitcoin. He's like, son, I don't want nothing to do with that Bitcoin, all right? Let me tell you, son, all right? The only thing I trust in this world is the United States dollar, all right? Backed by George W. Bush himself, okay? Now, I don't want none of that Bitcoin. But, you know, your grandfather, he does love football very much. He loves football. Grandpa, do you like football? Of course I do, son. What do you think, I ain't American? Of course I love me some football, man. And so he's going to be watching that football game, and during those commercials, he's going to be seeing these what are they called? These commercials. And these commercials are going to be saying, hey, Bitcoin is the next cool thing. So we might have a mass onboarding of people coming into crypto, and they're going to look at the chart and see that during the past month, basically, Bitcoin has been pumping, and they're like, man, this thing could be a real good investment, all right? And so we might have a lot of people FOMOing into Bitcoin over the weekend. Why is this so important? Because we are coming up to a key area of resistance on the chart. Now, yes, we got a rejection yesterday from this high at about 45.7. I'm going to talk about that more in a second. But we have never come up to grab all the liquidity that exists in the market between $47,000 and $48,000. This is a very high volume node. And if anybody doesn't know what that means, a high volume node is when a lot of Bitcoin has exchanged hands at a certain price. So between the price of 47,000 and about 48,000, a lot of Bitcoin has exchanged hands, which means if price can come back to that level, everybody who has entered a trade from that level, their trade will now be stopped out, which means all the money that was locked up in that trade is now liquidated and put back into the market so that big players can come scoop up that Bitcoin and then move the price lower. So the reason I'm saying this is because it seems like we're being set up for a perfect storm for Bitcoin to get some kind of, maybe we come down a little bit more and we play a little game of red dot, green dot on the daily time frame here on Market Cipher B, where we see the momentum wave come down a little bit, print the green dot, and then we see price pump super high into our resistance with a bearish divergence. And a bearish divergence, if somebody doesn't know, is, let me show you exactly what that is so you can be prepared. A bearish divergence is when price is making a higher high and yet momentum on Market Cipher B is making a lower high. A prime example is this that we had yesterday, right? We could see that price was getting higher. We could see that momentum was getting lower. Okay, we can even go to the 2-hour time frame, even go to the 3-hour time frame and see very clearly that as price is getting higher, momentum is getting lower over time. And if you're a follower of this channel, you know I like to call these things uneven butt cheeks. Uneven butt cheeks. The reason I call them uneven butt cheeks is because they look like butt cheeks, right? If you have a nice big butt cheek on the left and a not so big butt cheek on the right, and we basically turn off here, let's hide our Market Cipher for a second. It looks like a butt, guys. it looks like a butt with a very juicy left butt cheek on the left-hand side. A very juicy, nice and big and round. And then on the right side, you got that old skinny lady at the diner who smokes too much, you know, and she sounds like this. And yeah, I got a little bit of a cold going on right now, but this is how she always sounds because she smokes too much. She says, "Hey, Dolores, get over here. This guy needs another cup of coffee over here at the diner." All right, so this is what we're going to look for if we see price coming up to that level over the weekend. Now, we do need to be aware of what is happening locally as well, because we have been just absolutely killing it on these trades right here. And what I mean by that is this: Bitcoin has been trading very, very technically. And the reason we got a dump yesterday is because we had something called a chickens drinking water trade setup. Now, a chickens drinking water trade setup is basically if you have a previous high and then the price comes above that high with uneven butt cheeks on market Cipher B. And my point in saying all this is, even though Bitcoin looks very bearish right now, and by the way, these are all trades that we did give in advance in the VIP Discord. We gave the long from right here, the short from right here, the long from right down here, and the short from right here in advance in the Discord. In fact, if we come over here, we can see I posted this right here. After I shorted the golden pocket, I wanted to long the golden pocket down here all the way up to 44.9, all the way down to 43.2. We can see that is exactly what happened. Long the golden pocket all the way up to 44.9, all the way back down to literally 43.2 is where we found our support, 43.286. And these are all trades I absolutely did take as well. The long, the short, the second long, and then yesterday, this short from 45.4 was also given in advance in the VIP Discord because of the chicken string and water trade setup. And the reason I'm saying this is because just because we had a big rejection yesterday doesn't necessarily mean this is the rejection, because the truth is we are still trading in this sideways range right here. And until we start to lose 41,000, I am not necessarily going to get too bearish. And by the way, if you do want to join the VIP Discord, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper, where we do give these trade setups in advance and we give the confirmations we're looking for. We also have a thriving community of traders in here giving their juicy technical analysis. Shout out to K-Pax, shout out to White Phoenix, shout out to Dr. Harlequin. These guys are absolutely killing it in here every single day. It's a great place to learn, positive environment. Also, guys, if you do want to learn how to trade this way, you can check out jasoncaspertrading.com. There's a 20% discount in the description. This is my comprehensive trading course that will walk you through everything you need to know to become a confident, profitable trader. Because what it does is it will systematize your trading so that you can know where to look for trades, and then when price gets to that level, it's a very simple decision: trade or no trade. For example, I am currently in a short position from literally right here, 43.7. The way I got into that trade was very simple. I had that level marked out on my chart. I had confirmations that I was looking for. Do we see a bearish divergence as we get there? The answer is yes. We see bearish divergence, and we came down for a nice little scalp, a nice 1% scalp, guys. And this works with scalping, swing trading, anything. Complete scalping and day trading tutorial, swing trading tutorial in this course, as well as teaching you risk management. 20% discount in the description. Check it out, guys. So my point is, and the reason I'm going through all of this is because we need to be aware that this might not be the final rejection. There's a lot of liquidity up here, and I do think we have the potential this weekend to pump. Maybe we come down here for a nice bounce, and then over the weekend we just see this massive pump. We come up here. Be watching. Be watching. If we see something like this, or even like, let's say that we come down and we get a massive bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame, and we come up for a bounce, and then we get this where we see the momentum coming down as price comes up to this key level. That could actually be the end of the relief rally. This is just a scenario, guys. None of this is financial advice. This is just a potential scenario that I am looking out for. We need to be careful whenever the masses get bullish on Bitcoin. it usually means there's a really juicy short that can be taken soon. So with that being said, guys, God bless. I do pray everyone is super blessed in the name of Jesus the Messiah. And I don't pay attention to football at all, guys. I hate sports. I hate them. I understand that trading is like a sport because, you know, you're staring at your screen and you feel like you're in it. But the thing is, with trading, you are in it. When you're watching a dang sports ball game, guys, you're not in it, man. I hate when people yell at the TV and say, as if the people can hear them. But anyway, I digress. Peace, y'all.